If you are still doing everything yourself, you're still buried in admin at 9 o'clock at night, I have a 4-step process that is going to fix you as the bottleneck in your own business. I know you've heard this one before. You are the bottleneck. I know you don't need me to tell you that. You're the one living it at 9 o'clock at night. You're the one buried in admin that you should be nowhere near. And here's the thing that no one actually tells you. Because most people will say, why don't you just delegate? But you need to know how to delegate. You need to know what's going to work for you. And what's going to work for you is different from what's going to work for me. So here is my 4-step process to fix your bottleneck in your business. I'm Phoebe Blamey. I spent 25 years with an award-winning financial services business, and now I use that experience to help small and micro business owners scale. I've worked with hundreds of businesses to grow past the revenue ceilings that they've built for themselves. So you've been told to delegate 100 times. You've probably tried. You've probably handed something over, watched it come back to you not quite right. And then you've taken it back, telling yourself that it's just quicker to do it yourself. So now you're more buried than ever. You've got invoicing, scheduling, the inbox, approving every little thing, answering messages while you're in the school pickup line. I can see exactly why none of this advice is landing for it, and everyone is handing you the diagnosis that you're bottlenecked, but none of them hands you the method. This is how you get out of the bottleneck is the entire game. And so that's what we're going to do in the next 10 minutes. Because here is what's really going on. You are living in management mode every day. Every day, managing the inbox, managing the decisions, managing the sign-offs, managing the let me just check on that. And there's no room for leadership mode in that mode. When you're stuck in management mode, you're all about the process. In leadership mode, you're in the place where leadership mode is the part where you actually build, you decide, you steer the thing. But if you're too busy reacting, you never get to proact. You're the most expensive person in your business doing the cheapest work in it. And you already feel it. Your business needs the ability to sense what's changing and reconfigure itself to meet the market. And that's the thing that separates businesses at scale to businesses that stall. And here's the problem. If every single decision needs to route through one brain, and that one brain is yours, your business can only adapt as fast as you can personally think. You've accidentally built a company with the capability of one person. And that's not an insult, that's just the maths. Business that needs you for everything can't grow because you are the ceiling. So what we're going to do is we're going to start looking at the 4 things that you need to do. And here is the ultimate fix. And you can start today. For 1 week, I want you to write down every single task that you do as you're doing it. Record it, put it into something. As something comes up, you can do this as a time management thing that goes every 15 minutes. What are you doing? And then I want you to sort everything out into the 4 buckets. The eliminate bucket. Does this even need to be done? Because half of it doesn't. The automate bucket. Can a tool do this? Invoicing, scheduling, onboarding. What can be done by something else? Delegate. Could someone else do this 80% as well as you do it? If so, it's not yours. The only me, the genuinely handful of the things that only you can do, remain with you. So, and then here's where almost everyone gets it wrong, and it's why they swear that nobody can do it like you. You've delegated before. You delegate before you document. You hand someone a task, but you give them no process. So it comes back a mess. You don't give them clear instructions, so it becomes faster for you to do it yourself. And then you snatch it back without giving them the knowledge that was only ever in your head. So I want you to flip that. Document it first. Write the steps. Record it as a loom, as a video, as a whatever, and then hand it over. A client of mine spent one afternoon just taking her client onboarding and making it into a fillable document by just recording the actual step-by-step process. So that everything she did was just recorded and then it became a document. Once that one little bit of attention gave her hours and hours back. Because once she did that, she was able to then automate all of the tasks she could automate and delegate those things that needed still a human touch. But she didn't need to be doing them. Use your phone as a recorder. Use Loom if you can use it. Just use a voice recording, but go through, this is a step that I'm taking. Keep it really simple and then download it into an AI that can transpose it into a usable document and process that can then be repeated again and again. It took her one afternoon, took her 4, maybe 5 hours. But that entire onboarding process, suddenly not something that she's got to worry about. It's never going to be the most exciting work, but doing those things, big time now, saves time later. So it's going to be the highest paid afternoon you're going to have. Now, one more. This is the bit the finance people actually understand, but almost no one teaches. I teach it. A huge amount of your bottleneck isn't tasks, it's decisions. People keep coming back to you to let you decide. So design the decision out. There's a really famous example. In one country, I think it's Germany, organ donation sits at 12% because you have to opt in. Next door in Austria, it's 99% because you have to opt out. Same people, the only thing that's changed is the default. So look at your business. Where can you set a default? A clear rule so that other people within your business can make the decision. Here's what we do when X happens so that your team and your clients can move without waiting for you. Every decision that you design out is an hour of your life back. Because once someone comes to you, they interrupt you, you analyze the decision, you go and then empower them to actually make the decision once they've made it with you. So if you want to know, so have a look, what is your bottleneck? Where can you eliminate, delegate, automate, or it's just you and it needs to be you? And if you're not sure, take the gap analysis quiz. It's a couple of questions. The link's in the description and do it. Because turning yourself from the bottleneck to the architect is the core of what we do. Turning yourself from the bottleneck to the architect is exactly how you scale. It's the difference between owning a business and being in a job. You're the ceiling, that is fixable. Audit your tasks, document, delegate. Design your decisions out and tell me in the comments, what is the task that you think only you can do, that you know deep down if someone took it off your plate or something took it off your plate and you could hand it over, it would free up so much time for you to do the leadership stuff instead of the management stuff. It's the first step. Watch out for our next video too. In the next video, we're going to talk about how you can post 1,000 times a day and still get nothing and what you need to change in your business to change that one thing.